Que me engañes más, no implores más, no me busques más, escucha este consejo, no vuelvas a engañar en el mundo jamás. Ay, 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 como ayer, como ayer, como ayer.
Well, good morning if it's morning, good evening if it's evening, and good night if it's night. And a big hearty salam alaikum to each and every one of you that's listening to us live or will be listening to us in archive. Well, I gotta tell you, yesterday the internet was alive with comments and things that we've been talking about. But the first thing I really want to touch up on today is I saw a post where one of my dear friends was speaking about homosexuality and the ATRs and the DTRs and things of that sort. And this young man flew off his hinges saying that the ancestors would have been would be turning over in their graves of something of that sort. Now, to that young man, and to everyone that may be listening to me now or will be listening to me later, let me explain something to you, young man. Homosexuality is nothing new. It's something that has always been here. It is something that is always going to be here. There have been and there continue to be gay priests all the way around in all the diaspora, in all the DTRs and ATRs. They have been, they always have been, and they're always going to be. So I ask you, why pass judgment? Why pass this type of judgment that you have? Why this resentment towards things of that sort? I really don't understand. Because from what I was seeing, I don't think you're even a priest. So you don't have 2 cents to put into this conversation. Nevertheless, take it upon yourself to attack a person on their opinion. See, guys, that's the same thing that I'm catching now when I see people saying that white people or people of European descent have no right being in the ATRs or DTRs. And I got to tell you that I figure that you're wrong. See, it all started with this gentleman called Andres Facundo de los Dolores Petit, Grand Master Mason, Palero, Abacua. See, back in the days, these spiritualities were being accosted by the Catholic Church and by other spiritualities in Cuba. So he decided to one day to bring in people of European descent into the Abacua society and bringing them into Palo. See, because before that, there were no Europeans or European descendants, because there were still Cubans. They were in Cuba, but, a European thing. So why did he do this? One, to save the spirituality from being accosted or being smashed. 2, because back in the days, when he was around, there were still slaves. So he became the master and the initiate became the slave. In other words. See, guys, I see plenty of people saying, well, they shouldn't be in here, or this is ours, or this, or this, or this, or that, or that. Well, dude, don't be mad at them because they took the step to get initiated. The person you should be mad at, and none of you are going to do this, is be mad at your yayis. Be mad at your tatas. Be mad at your ugans, the people that brought them in. And decided that maybe this person's spiritual cord needed that type of saving. But hey, it's only my humble opinion. But y'all need to learn how to live and let live. Because you worrying about somebody else. Guess what? Who's going to be worrying about you? I'll be right back.
Chihuahua, Palomonte está jugando. Chihuahua, ya Palomonte está jugando.
Chihuahua, Palomonte.
was Vuelvo a Llamar Secondino by the group Sambe Sambe. Man, I hope you guys are having a good day today. My prayers are still with the people in North Carolina who got hit pretty bad. I see the water is, wow, just crazy. Hopefully they'll get some nice sun up there and that stuff will be able to get out of there. I also had several messages yesterday because of a post that I made on Facebook. Guys, you know that I'm forever in some type of controversy or another. My post was very simple. It was, you know how I feel about, you guys know how I feel about, the sage and the things of that sort. But if a person uses it, hey, more power to them. But my whole post was about paying homage to the indigenous spirits who use sage. We have to actually know, guys, that we got a whole bunch of comments saying that that the Druids use sage, or these people use sage, or that people use sage. Well, let me give you just a little bit of history. White sage is indigenous to the Americas. Okay, Mexico, here, in the United States. Okay, not for 1 minute am I going to tell you that it was used for anything in any other culture. I understand that we as practitioners take a little bit from here and take a little bit from there and make it into our own spirituality. And that's fine. But my whole thing is paying homage to the spirits of the people who brought it here, who let you hold it. See, guys, I often say, if you're going to pay homage or you're going to work root work, guess what? Let's say thank you to them African-American spirits that kept this stuff alive for us. If you're going to use sage, let's pay homage to the spirits of this land. Yes. To the people who made this wonderful, who planted this wonderful plant, who actually have rites and rituals around these plants. See, as an Oceanista, I have learned how to pay homage to the spirits of a land, pay homage to the spirit of that actual plant. Pay homage. Say thank you. See, a lot of people don't say, well, a lot of people tell me, well, Candelo, why do you have, if you don't have any Native American blood in you, why do you have a Native American altar? I says, because I am living on their land. I am living on their land. So I have to ask them for permission to live here, to stay here, to be able to work here. It's not that fucking hard. But of course, some people are going to make it harder than what it seems. There is nothing more beautiful than paying homage to the people that came before you, even if they're not your people. Even if they're not your people. I'll be right back.
Aumba wa ore, aumba wa oma, awa okin, awa oma, awa oma le ya wo bobo egun kawe. Aumba wa ore, aumba wa oma.
àwa ọ̀tún, àwa ọmọ àléyàwó, gbogbo ẹ̀gùn kàwé. Ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro. Ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro. Ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro. Hacer y un ego, bobo ego, anda. Aomba, waori, aomba, waoma, waotu, awaoma, leyawo, bobo ego, kawe. Ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro, lagba, ope un toro.
That was the Hermanos Inquisis with Awa. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, man, I'm liking the fact that everybody's in our chat room hanging out today. I see Ifa Ibeyu from Love Supply Botanica up there in New York City. I see Miss Nicole doing her thing. Mr. Obatala is with us. R.K. Gomez is with us all the way from beautiful Hawaii. I see Miss Anika is with us today. Miss Dalma. Miss Yvette the Motown Witch from themotownwitch.com. Also, I see Miss Chantel, who's joining us all the way from the UK. Thank you, sweetie. Man, what's going on? Let me go on down this timeline and let me see who else is here with us. Miss Erica Taylor. Yes, Miss Erica Taylor from the Goddess of Maji. Guys, you got to check out Miss Erica Taylor's page. She has helped me out tremendously on some things to do with my website, how to get things all together and things of that sort. So please do check out Miss Erica Taylor and her site, The Goddess of Maji. Who else is with us here today? Miss Jennifer Thomas Holt. How are you doing? Salam alaikum. Man, I am so happy to see each and every one of you here. I am 10 days away from Colorado. I'll be in Colorado, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. We will be in Colorado doing our thing for the Mile High Conjure Gala, which is going to be epic. I gotta tell you, I am awaiting that time. I feel like a child at Christmas. So, let me go on ahead and tell you about this little, wait a minute. I also got several messages this week and about people's parents that listen to us daily. I have one 80-something-year-old lady who listens to the show religiously, and she says that she loves the music on the show. So thank you for this wonderful lady that listens to us each and every day, and bless you, bless your soul, bless you, and may God and the ancestors keep on blessing you. Today's story is called The Girl with the Plastic Face. There was once a normal-looking girl who wanted to be beautiful. She was beautiful in her own way. Light brown hair, fresh natural face, and a pleasant smile. But she was jealous of other girls who looked more glamorous, and so she decided to find ways of making herself more beautiful. But no matter how hard she tried, she could never look more attractive, and this reality caused her sadness and disappointment. One day she decided to find a surgeon who could alter her appearance by placing a layer of plastic over her face, which could be molded in such a way to give her the look she wanted. This had never been done before, and so it took a team of surgeons to perform the surgery. They invented a type of plastic that could be grafted to her skin and shaped within the first hour of the application, but afterwards it would remain permanent. When the surgeons finished, everyone was amazed. She looked like a doll. Not to say that she was attractive. Well, she was in an artificial looking way. But she had the appearance of a store-bought doll, and her facial skin was smooth and was hard like glass. She was the media spotlight for days after her transformation. The whole world was interested in the girl's miraculous change. No one really thought this new look was an improvement. As a matter of fact, most of them thought she was hideous. But everyone pretended that she looked beautiful and to like the emperor's new clothes. No one ever said anything to the contrary. No handsome young man ever dated her. No homely ones did either. She grew old, and her skin began to wrinkle everywhere except her face. One day, one sad and depressing day, she died of loneliness, and no one came to her funeral. She had long since been interesting, and the only thing that had to show for her life was a wrinkled body and her skin, hidden by the artificial hard shell mask that covered her. Since no one attended her funeral, the minister shut the coffin lid and buried her, passing the funeral services altogether. What she never realized was that she sparked a trend. Now, many women have hard shell masks instead of their natural-looking faces. Everyone pretends that this change was beautiful, so is widely accepted throughout the world. Everybody played the game, so no one was ever the wiser. Literally. The moral of the story is, the only reason someone would want another face is because they cannot face the face they have. Well, you're listening to It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere, and I am Candelo Kimbisa. I'll be right back.
side. Ooh, baby, you're blowing my mind. Ooh, I just got to let you know. Energy flowing. I said it feels so good. I gotta tell you, my name is Stevie. What's yours, baby? Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. I'm watching you and only you, baby. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. You're blowing my mind. Gonna do a little dance for you. Watching you, watching you. The girl looks just right to me. Ha! Combination smile, body, physique. Whoa. All the ladies I've seen are really fine, but baby, I'm watching you. You're right down my line. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you, baby. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. Ooh, you're right for me. You're right to the T, baby. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. What must I do to let you know I'm taking you? Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. Whoa. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. La 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 la.
Now that was Slave with Watching You. Quick shout out to all the shops that are listening to us live right now. Conjure, New Orleans. How y'all doing in that beautiful city? Of course, YvetteTheMotownWitch.com. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for listening. Please do turn it up. And also, Love Supply Botanica in beautiful New York City. I thank each and every one of you for tuning us in and listening to me rant each and every day. Well, guys, you know, it's been a while since I gave y'all a little tidbit. But everybody needs a little bit of prosperity. So let me tell you what y'all gonna do and how y'all gonna do it. I want you to take yourself a nice bowl of rice. Yeah, regular rice. I want you to fill it up with water. And I want you to put it outside after the sun sets. And if it's a full moon, even better. You're going to leave it out there all night long. Over it, you're going to say Psalms 23. Early in the morning, before the sun comes up, I want you to go outside and pick it up and bring it back inside the house. I want you to take that water and I want you to mop your house from the front of the house all the way to the back of the house. Mopping it with that rice water. Then the rice that's left over should be already nice and plumky by the time you finish mopping, because it's been out all night and getting that full moon energy. I want you to take that rice and either take it to a park or take it somewhere where there's a lot of pigeons and birds that may take that rice and eat it and fly away with it. So they can become the messengers to your ancestors and bring you that prosperity you need. You are listening to It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere with Candelo Kimbisa. And I'll be right back. Now, of course, I can't find the damn song I was going to play, but here it is. There it is. Just because I'm feeling a little bit choppy.
They'll shoot you down without warning when they see you shining bright. In case we don't meet the morning, the crown's on my head tonight. Let them come for me if they want to. Let my children know what that's about. Let them come for me if they want to. They gon' make them helicopters come out. None of them go, none of them go, none of them go high. None of them go, none of them go, none of them go high. Oh, they gon' make them helicopters come out.
Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters.
They gon' make them helicopters come out. I don't fuck around, don't play no game. Don't play no game. I'm a lion king, go we my way. I got one eye open while I pray. Okay, okay. If they come for me, it's boom, I hate. Hey, hey. Chief gon' talk that shit like yeah, 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 yeah. Walking up in that bitch like yeah, 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 yeah. Niggas gon' get lit like yeah, 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 yeah. But the chief don't run. I'll be here when you come out. They'll shoot you down without warning when they see you shining bright. In case we don't meet the morning, the crown's on my head tonight. Let them come for me if they want to. Let my children know what that's about. Let them come for me if they want to. They gon' make them helicopters come out.
Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters.
They gon' make them helicopters come out. And I tell them boys don't run away. When the ghetto bird come round my way. I done seen them kill them in broad day. If I die today's my holiday. Chick gon' talk that shit like yeah, 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 yeah. Walking up in that bitch like yeah, 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 yeah. Niggas gon' get lit like yeah, 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 yeah. But the chief don't run. I'll be here when you come out. They'll shoot you down without warning when they see you shining bright. In case we don't meet the morning, the crown's on my head tonight. Let them come for me if they want to. Let my children know what that's about. Let them come for me if they want to. We gon' make them helicopters come out.
Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters wanna chop us, chop us, chop us. Helicopters.
We gon' make them helicopters come out.
Now that was Jadina with Helicopters. Well, guys, I guess today can be a two-story day because I got enough time. Maybe we'll be able to get this off. Right. Since this happens to be most of ours, or a lot of ours, favorite readings here, I'm going to read from The Adventures of I, John the Conqueror by Steve Sandfield. It's part of the American Short Stories, and it is written was brought to you by August House. So remember, guys, remember that this is one of the best books I have actually seen about High John the Conqueror. And do yourself a favor, maybe buy it for your children at Christmas or for a birthday, or just to give them a gift of African American history and folklore. This section is called Freedom. High John had put it over on Master so many times in so many ways that Master began to go a little crazy. Not crazy like a quail, whose young ones have been stolen from the nest, but more like a mockingbird, who left his mind behind on the last tree. He would walk aimlessly around the plantation chattering to himself. No one could understand what he was pattering about, because his mumblings were filled with anger and frustration, and the word kept bumping up against him. But the old master knew exactly what he was thinking and feeling. He only wanted John to behave the way he thought a slave should behave: obedient, humble, submissive, and subservient. He tried everything from whippings to whompings to chains and confinement, but John's doings just kept on outdoing him. Finally, all the master wanted was to get John out of his life. He would have to shoot him, but Missy hadn't pointed out that by doing this, he'd end up with only one dead body. However, if he sold him, he would have a few $1,000s richer. After all, she reminded him that John was strong and healthy and in his prime. And she could get him to work. He could do more than just most other men. Master saw the wisdom in this. So when he heard that the rice grower from the low country was in town looking to acquire some new field hands, he went to him and offered him John for sale. Never been sick a day in his life, said Master. He can do the work of 2 or 3 men. That is, if he can get him to do it. The rice grower, whose face was wrinkled and scarred, had been burnt in a fire, said slaves are slaves, and the only reason they were put on earth were for the likes of me. Like it or not, I got plenty of ways to make sure he'll do the work. That may be so, replied Master, but it's only fair to tell you that John has plenty of ways not to. I hate to admit it, but he has a silver tongue that's so polished that makes you laugh when you even don't want to. Is that so? Well, you should tell you where I come from, as the mean man of the swamps, and I haven't found anything to laugh about since the day I was born. I'll take him. And just like John became someone else's property. John knew home was deep in the southern swamps. Here they grew rice instead of cotton. They felled the giant cypress trees and split them into pickets for posts and rails. The mosquitoes buzzed and bit everyone at every minute of the day and night. Everyone was expected to work from can to can't. And from the first light in the morning, a man could see until the very last night where he couldn't see. On the first morning there, John's new owner told him, today you're going to dig 500 feet of new ditches out in the marsh. When you're done doing that, you can split the big pile of logs into rails. By that time, I thought you were going to believe that rest thinks you're dead. You understand me? Oh, I understand. It's fine by me, said John. But seeing that I am new around here, if I can make you laugh, will you give me a day off? So he's starting already, thought the mean old man from the swamp. But never have I known even to smile, never mind laugh. He was feeling pretty sure of himself. If you can make me laugh, he grumbled, Not only will I give you the day off, I will give you your freedom. John began to look up and down from his toe to his head and back again. Then he walked around him a few times, peering into his ears and his nose until he finally stood there, eyeball to eyeball, looking directly into the burned, twisted face. "What are you looking at?" demanded the mean old man from the swamp. "I was just thinking," said John, "that I am looking at about the most handsomest man I've ever seen any place, anyhow." Still scowling at the new masters, growled back, "I'm sorry, I can't say the same about you." "Oh, could, master, you could," said John, grinning faced ear to ear. "You could if you were as a big liar as I am." The mean man of the swamps, just like an old master before, couldn't help himself, and he grinned back. And before he could stop himself, he was laughing out loud. And that's how John the Conqueror got his freedom. Wow. Don't you just love High John the Conqueror and High John the Conqueror stories? I do. So do yourself a favor. Go pick up this book. Give it to one of your children. It's called The Adventures of High John the Conqueror by Stephen Sanfield. And I'll be right back.
I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the jeweler, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe. Big dip on top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can. Eating halal, driving a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this shit like cardio. I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like piñata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That bitch make you nervous.
Chambean, pero no jalan. Tú compras todas las Jordan, a mí me las regalan. I spend in the club, what you have in the bank. This is the new religion bank, el Latino gang. Yeah, está toda servieta, pero es que en el closet tengo mucha grasa. Ya mudé la Gucci pa' dentro de casa, yeah. Cabrón, a ti no te conocen ni en plaza. El diablo me llama, pero Jesucristo me abraza. Guerrero como Eddie, que viva la raza, yeah. Me gustan boricua, me gustan cubana. Me gusta el acento de la colombiana. Como me ve el culo la dominicana. Lo rico que me chinga la venezolana. Andamos activos, perico, pim, pim. Billetes de 100 en el maletín. Que retumbe el bajo y Valentín, yeah. Aquí prohibido amar, dile charitín. Que per pico le tengo claritín. Yo llego a la disco y se forma el motín.
Diamond District in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like piñata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That bitch make you nervous.
Como Celia Cruz tengo el azúcar. Tú que va medio y se fue de pecho como Ginny Luca. Te vamos a tumbar la peluca y arranca pa'l carajo, cabrón, que a ti no te va a pasar la boca. Mi tele y Valenciaga me reciben en la entrada. Para, sí, like I'm Lady Gaga.
y no te me hagas. Que en cover de Billboard tú has visto mi cara. No salgo de tu mente. Donde quiera que viajes, he escuchado mi gente. Ya no soy high, soy como el testarosa. Soy el que se la vive y también el que la goza. Cosa, es la cosa, mami es la cosa. El que mira sufre y el que toca goza. I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that.
I said I like it like that. Diamond district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? Yeah.
All right, that was I Like It Like That by Cardi B and Bad Bunny. Well, guys, I got to tell you that next week, mostly all week, I'll be very busy and running around. I don't really know how many shows I'll be able to get in, but I know that I will be doing a show from Denver, Colorado. That is a definite yes. Hopefully I can get Ify Bayou, Charles Porterfield, and all the other participants to come on in and have a good time with us on It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere. I know that we're going to be doing several videos and live chats and things of that sort, so hopefully you guys can check us out while we're having this wonderful time in beautiful Denver, Colorado. Remember, guys, that the Mile High Concert Gala is going to be next week on Saturday and Sunday, the 29th and the 30th. Remember that these are both St. Michael's and St. Raphael's, I believe, feast days. So, guys, do yourself a favor, and if you can, just come out and check us out. Remember, the Mile High Concert Gala is being held at the beautiful, historic, and haunted Lumber Baron Inn. And the presenters, of course, are going to be Professor Charles Porterfield, Ambrosine Laguerre, Miss Doc Beverly herself, Beverly Smith, Michelle Jackson, Miss Aida, myself, and several other people, guys. So remember that next week it is on. The Mile High Concert Gala is going to be there. So if you want to actually see me or speak to me, remember, come on over to kimbisa.org. That's where you can find me. That's where you can find my services. And yes, I do coaching. Okay? So if you want to learn a little something or do a little something, or maybe find out about a little someone, go on by kimbisa.org. Well, guys, as always, may all the egooms and shadows that accompany you have all the necessary light. From where I sit, that's it. Salam alaikum, everyone. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Sometimes I wanna roll or stay at home. Walking contradiction, get some factual and fiction. A little crazy, little sexy, little cool. Little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. I'm always left to center and it's right where I belong. I'm the random mind and don't you hear in major songs. And I like that. Oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. I like that.
funny, weird. We was in math class, third row. I was sitting by you. Right before Mr. Ammons' class. Because my mama couldn't afford new J's Polo, thrift store, thrift clothes. That was all I knew. Do you remember? I remember when you laughed when I cut my perm off and you rated me a 6. I was like, damn. But even back then with the tears in my eyes, I always knew I was the shit. I like that. I don't really give a fuck if I was just the only one who likes that. I never like to follow all around the chase the sun. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my. I like that. I like that.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere was brought to you by kimbisa.org, Ritual Craft, and of course, the Mile High Conjure Gala.